do that before I forgot. So round 1 you can see is general knowledge, and that's 11 points. Round 2 is a picture round, which is all about celebrity fan art, and that's 15 points. Round 3 is all about sport. There's 10 questions, but there's 19 points up for grabs. So again, we'll show you what we were on about later. Round 4 is family fortunes, and there's actually 50 points up for grabs in that one. And finally, we've got name that tune covers edition, and that's 40 points for that last round. So if everybody's ready, we're going to get started with round 1, which is all about general knowledge. So no answers in the comments. Make sure that you are ready to go. Pencils and papers at the ready, and we're going to crack on with round 1. So question number 1. Which island nation is pop star Rihanna from? So we want to know which island nation pop star Rihanna is from. Question number 2. What's the name of the science fiction author who founded the religion Scientology in 1953? So we want to know what's the name of the founder of Scientology, and he founded it in 1953. Just give you a second to write that down.
Why are you writing that down? Have a guess. What top am I wearing? Just when you thought that no more football tops left.
Number 3.
Got 10 more.
When he orders them from Sports Direct. Who was the winner of the first ever UK I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? So we want to know who won the first ever UK I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Question number 4.
Question 4. By leg span, what is the largest spider in the world?
I do apologise, I didn't want this question in.
Yeah, it's in. So, measure it from leg to leg. What's the largest spider in the world? Don't worry, they're not in this country.
Question number 5.
Titan, Enceladus, Phoebe and Dion are all moons of which planet in our solar system? So a planet in our solar system has 4, well, it's got more than 4 moons, but the 4 moons that I'm describing are Titan, Enceladus, Phoebe and Dion. What planet in the solar system has those moons?
Okay. Question number 6.
Question 6. So what city is this famous landmark in? So you get one point for guessing what city this landmark is in, and you'd also get a bonus point if you know the name of this landmark. Here it is.
So 1 point for the city and 1 point for the name of the landmark.
So this landmark is in a certain city somewhere, and it's got a name. Question 7. On what island did the dodo bird live on before going extinct? So what islands did the dodo bird live on before going extinct?
Question number 8. You can see a picture below. Might need to move us out the way a little bit. Who is this former Labour MP punching a member of the public in the face? So we want to know, who is this former Labour MP that's punching a member of the public in the face? Question number 9. The Romans never ate tomatoes, but we want to know why. So why did the Romans never eat tomatoes? And by Romans, we have to mean like the ancient Romans, not just people who live in Rome at the minute. And question number 10. What part of a sailboat does the tiller move? So on a sailboat, what part does the tiller move? which is a picture round, and it's all about fan art. So if anyone who doesn't know what fan art is, it's basically where fans draw pictures of a celebrity
Their
that they
favourite
like.
celebrity, yeah.
Yeah, and they send it to them, or they post it on the internet or things like that. So we found ones which aren't very accurate.
Yeah, so basically fan art is just pictures people have drew with celebrities. That's basically what it is. Some of them are funny.
You need to tell us what the name of the celebrity is. So there's 15 questions in total for this one. Okay, so picture number 1. We want to know, who is this celebrity with that cracking set of teeth and gums?
To be fair, every one of these has done a far better job of drawing a celebrity than I could ever do.
Yeah, me too.
So question 1, from this terribly drawn portrait, all we want to know is which celebrity can you see on the screen?
And we want their real names, don't we?
Shall we be a bit lenient? We can have the character's name. She's only known. Either or. Yeah, either or. Actress's name or a character's name will do.
Question number 2. So who is this celebrity with a rather large forehead?
I think some of her looks have been lost, haven't they, in this in this drawing?
She's not quite as she was as you'd see her. Question number 3.
Write in the comments if you've noticed something about that picture. We only noticed it like 10 minutes before we went live. Just a certain something that isn't quite right about that picture.
And it's not his neck.
That suggests that the person who was drawing it wasn't having a proper attempt at drawing him. Question 4.
Who's this stunner?
It's if he's breeders with like what we think an alien looks like, and that's what the offspring is.
Proportions are all out.
Question 5.
Again, not quite to proportion.
No. We can give away a little clue for this, can't we?
No, I think people will know.
Well, I'll give the clue anyway. He hasn't got yellow hair. That's completely false on the Jordan's behalf. There's no yellow hair on this man.
Don't know, he has had quite a few hair colours. He might have had blonde hair at one point.
I don't know. Well, the picture we've got of him, he hasn't got blonde hair. And he's not known for having blonde hair. Question 6. This one looks like whoever drew it wasn't taking the piss. They were generally trying to draw this person as good as they could. Which makes it all the more a bit sad. Question 7.
It's not bad.
It's Horton. Those eyes. Number 8.
So you can have real name or character name for this one.
Yeah. Kind of looks like him if you've smashed his face.
Yeah, if he was on a photocopier.
Yeah. Question 9.
Question number 9.
It kind of looks like he's upside down face from Family Guy. Don't you think?
Yeah, it does actually. Sexy number 6.
Can't remember number 6 was. And we can't say.
Number 10.
When you look at that picture, it looks like it's actually not a bad drawing, but then when you see the picture that they were trying to draw, it's awful.
Or the shading going on.
But if you didn't know who that was, you'd look at that and go, yeah, that's not a bad drawing. But when you see what they were trying to do, it's not good. Question 11.
Kind of resembles a pug.
You know, this one, they've actually got him spot on. Apart from, it looks like the drawer was talented enough to draw him pretty much spot on, but it looks like they just deliberately gave him a knock eye, just because they thought it would be funny, and they were right.
So you can either have the actor's name or the character's name on this one as well.
Because that Jordan's spot on. Well, I guess the non-knock eye also just looks dead inside, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's looking at nothing.
Question 12.
Number 12. Gone for a bit of heavy shading.
How many pencils that Jordan go through for that?
I know.
I could draw that one. It's quite simple, isn't it? The way they...
Try tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have a go with that. Question 13. Nothing to say about that one. Question 14.
Not quite the right proportions in this one again.
It's a bit more manly than what she looks like in real life. It's not a giveaway saying it's a she, is it? Can you tell it's a she from that? Question 15. And the last one of the round.
Bit too heavy on the chin, in my opinion.
Lovely jawline there.
Okay. So, round 1 then was general knowledge. So, question number 1 in this round. What was the island that pop star Rihanna is from? And your answer for that one is Barbados. Question number 2. We want the name of the science fiction author who founded Scientology. And the name of that person is L. Ron Hubbard. Do we need the whole name?
No. If it's close enough.
Yeah. L. Hubbard or Mr. Hubbard.
At the end of the day, you're your own judge. You know what I mean? You're only cheating yourself if you've wrote something completely different and you're like, yeah, I'll give myself the point. So L. Ron Hubbard's the answer for that one, or Ron Hubbard.
Question 3. First ever winner of the UK I'm a Celebrity was Tony Blackburn.
Does anyone know who he was at the time he did it?
I still
Terrible
don't know who he
listen.
is.
I know now he's a DJ of some sort, but
yeah.
I think at the time
Was
he
he
won
like
it.
a TV presenter? And then he didn't do anything, and then he's a DJ.
I don't know. Someone in the comments can let us know your Tony Blackburn knowledge.
Question number 4. By leg span, which is the largest spider in the world?
And that is the terrifying huntsman spider.
Now, if you're not liking spiders like me, I'm just going to turn away because I don't really want to look at this picture that Neil wants to put in.
Yeah, so that's the huntsman spider.
Lovely.
But that picture's a particularly big huntsman spider, but even so, that's about the size they are.
That'll do.
Okay, we've moved on. Titan, Enceladus, Phoebe and Dion are moons of Saturn. Question 6. 2 points for this question. Which city is the famous landmark in? The city is Moscow, and it's the Kremlin.
So 1 point for Moscow and 1 point for the Kremlin. Not fussy about spelling.
No. You know what you've wrote, don't you?
Number 7. What island did the dodo bird live on before it went extinct?
It was living the life on Mauritius. Well, say living the life, it actually wasn't, was it? It was just being hunted to death. So the dodo bird was hunted to death on Mauritius.
Question number 8. We've got a former Labour MP who's punching a member of the public in the face, and the name of that MP was John Prescott. Question number 9. The Romans never ate tomatoes. We want to know why.
Just didn't like them, did they? Just didn't like tomatoes. The real answer was, at the time when the Romans
Were
roaming, tomatoes had not been discovered. So we didn't know about them. Didn't know they existed. So that's your answer for question 9. Did not been discovered. Question 10. Part of a sailboat that the tiller moves.
It's the rudder. So it controls the direction the boat moves in. Pretty. So I thought this was an alright picture apart from her mouth, really. So this is Dawn French or the Vicar of Dibley, because I've had as well. So Dawn French or the Vicar of Dibley, because I've had for that first one. Question number 2 is Kylie Minogue.
Yeah. Definitely Kylie Minogue, isn't it?
Yeah. Ratios on her fod aren't quite what it should be, but you know.
So, question 3. That is Snoop Dogg. Are you going to tell them what you've just spotted?
No, I'm not going to say it before the watershed.
It's close enough. So first of all, you look at Snoop Dogg. Look at his pigtails closely. At the end of the pigtails, what can you see?
Which technically they are on the actual photo. If you go to the actual photo. It does have them little bauble.
Yeah, they are baubles, but they're different balls on his pigtail. And then if you look at the other end of his pigtail, there's something else there. And then what Laura pointed out to me before, if you look at Snoop Dogg's whole neck and just the shape of his head in general, and you know, I'll let you answer what you think it is. Let's move on.
Yeah, I only spotted that before. Although really, if you look at him, it is kind of that shape.
Yeah, so someone's seen Snoop Dogg and thought, I know what he looks like, I'm going to put that into a Jordan.
Anyway.
They've even done the wrinkles.
I know.
Let's move on, Question 4.
Question number 4. Who is this out of proportion, side-eyed person? And the answer is Eminem.
Or Marshall Mathers, if you wanted to be smart.
Question 5.
Question 5 is Kanye West.
I mean, does have blonde hair in that picture?
He does, yeah. It's not yellow like that. Then again, I guess the person's doing it in crayon.
You don't have like a blonde crayon,
no,
do you?
They've done the best, haven't they?
Yeah.
So question 5, the answer was Kanye West. Question 6.
Question 6. I think it's quite an easy one, this one.
Yeah. Whoever's drew it has like a genuine attempt to try and draw this person. That's Whoopi Goldberg.
Question 7. Again, I think you can tell who that is.
Yeah, it's
Nicolas
Nick
Cage.
He's just got a face that's just recognisable anywhere, isn't it?
Yeah. Question 8. This is David Schwimmer or Ross from Friends on a photocopier.
Yeah.
Not quite got his neck to jaw proportions correct on that picture, had they?
No, and his hair. What's going on with his hair?
Question 9.
This is upside down face George Michael.
Question number 10.
So it looks like an half-decent Jordan. You can see, they've got it wrong, haven't they? That's Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston's number 10. She's not quite got those puffy cheeks.
Question 11.
Number 11.
Very good Jordan until they thought, let's just screw one of his eyes up. That's either Zach Braff or John Dorian.
Or JD from Scrubs.
Yeah, any of them will do. Just JD with a knock eye and a soulless eye.
Number 12.
That is Mel Gibson.
The man with the eyebrows. 13.
13 was Albert Einstein. What surprised me the most was the actual picture was also him doing the same pose.
You never seen that picture before?
No.
14.
So imagine Sharon Osbourne as a werewolf. That's what you get. So answer to question 14 is Sharon Osbourne.
And final one for this round.
15 is Desperate Dan.
Could be Wayne Rooney, but it's not. It's Robbie Williams.
So answer to 15 of Robbie Williams.
Congratulate or anyone's birthdays, let us know and we'll do that next round. So coming up then is sport for this next round. So we're going to have 9 questions and then you're going to have a little bet at the end for the 10th question, and we'll explain that when we get to it.
Yeah, basically the 10th question for sport round now is just what stupid sport Neil been watching this week.
Yeah.
And that's what we have our bet on. So 9 questions of sport, and then 1 ridiculous sport to bet on I've been watching this week.
Question number 1. In which sport do teams compete to win the Stanley Cup? So what sport do teams compete to win the Stanley Cup?
Oh, shit.
Shh.
Well, that's 9 o'clock.
No, no. The children watching. Okay, question number 2.
I need another coaster, it's stressing me out.
Why didn't you move that empty bottle?
It's not empty. I've just got 2 drinks on the go. Question 2. Which English football team are nicknamed the Trotters?
Can I have my Gryffindor coaster?
Yeah, I'll do. So question 2. Which English football team are nicknamed the Trotters? Question 3. Which of the following is not a real sport? We have foot golf, hand rounders, or chess boxing.
So one of them isn't real. We want to know which one isn't real.
Which of the following is not a real sport?
Yeah.
Because 2 of those sports I've been watching. Obviously the one that isn't real I haven't watched. I would if someone made it, but they haven't. So 3 sports listed there. You need to tell us which one of these is not a real sport.
Question number 4. What's the maximum amount of horses allowed to compete in the Grand National? So we want the maximum amount of runners, the maximum amount of horses allowed to compete in the Grand National.
See, I just found this question online. I thought it was okay. I was surprised you knew it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why.
I watch the Grand National every year.
I know, but why would you
Place
know?
me bets.
I don't know why you would know the maximum numbers. Why is that useful?
No, it's just one of them bits of information in your head, isn't it? Question number 5. I also knew the answer to this one.
Yeah, that impressed me a bit as well. So what stadium has been recreated here in the popular video game Minecraft? So basically you're about to see a picture of a stadium. I want you to tell me what stadium it is. Be quite lenient here. You can either have the club stadium, who it is, the name of the stadium. Goes by 2 different names. Either of those names will do. Or the name of the club who play here. That would have took hours to make.
Yeah, no.
They literally make it 1 block at a time. But you've seen me, haven't you? My little go. So what stadium can you see on screen? Either tell me the name of the stadium or what club play at that stadium.
Number 6. This is your maths question for this one.
Kind of. I snuck it in there by accident. I didn't know it was a maths question.
How many events are there in a decathlon?
I wouldn't have done it if I knew it was a maths question.
How many events are there in a decathlon? Question 7.
Who did France beat 4-2 in the final to win the World Cup in 2018?
I also knew this one.
You guessed wrong first though.
No,
I'm
not
sure
the
you
first
did.
time.
Didn't you?
No.
So 2018, so this team are current world champions, well France are current world champions. Who did they beat 4-2 in the final?
I had them in the sweepstake, that's all I knew.
Oh, was it? I was in work for that game, gutters. Question 8. By what name is professional wrestler Mark Calloway better known as? So basically, Mark Calloway, what's his wrestler's name? What wrestler was he? I think you nearly knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, it was between 2.
Yeah.
I picked the wrong one. Question number 9.
I'll read this one.
Yeah, go on.
Which player holds the record for the most goals scored in a season of English top-flight football, with 60 goals for Everton FC in the 1927 and 1928 season? So going back a couple of years, which player holds the record for the most goals scored in a season of top-flight English football, with 60 goals for Everton in the season of 1927 to 1928.
I got that one as well, didn't I?
Yeah, you got that one. It's quite easy when you just think of Everton, isn't it? And what sort of player could have done that? What sort of statues outside our ground, that sort of thing.
Get out the past.
You can talk. Actually, they're doing well. Never mind.
Final question, question number 10. I'll let you introduce this one. So you've been watching it.
This is a sport I've been watching this week. Won't let you know what the sport is just yet. You're just going to randomly, blindly bet on who you think the winner is. So it's the USARP's Championship Final. We're going to meet the contenders. It's a one-on-one contest. So to win your points this round, you just bet on who you think's going to win. Contender number 1 is Julie the Bulldog Crossley. And her opponents in this contest, who else is it going to be? It's Sean Wicked Fingers Sears. So your answer for this question, just place your bet. Who's going to win this contest? Will it be Julie the Bulldog Crossley or Sean Wicked Fingers Sears? You're about to see a short video with an introduction. It probably won't give away what the sport is. So place your bets now. Julie the Bulldog or Sean Wicked Fingers.
You've all played RPS for a slice of pizza. Imagine playing for a slice of pizza encased in 24-karat gold.
And here comes New England Sean Wicked Fingers Sears. The crowd still hates him even though he's won 12 straight throws since inconceivably switching to his left fist. And while the crowd Sears trade taunts, here comes the Bulldog, the Sarah Palin of RPS, Julie Crossley.
That's right. She was hardly a blip on the RPS radar screen 20 minutes ago, but she's since emerged as a hand sport megastar.
She's also trying to break down gender walls and show that in 2008, a woman could become an RPS champion.
All right, this is it. One of you will be $50,000 richer in just a few minutes.
And yes, you did hear correctly. $50,000.
Yeah, so whatever they're playing for $50,000. A little fact to take in is that Sean Wicked Fingers, he switched to his left hand and has won 12 contests ever since. So place your bet for answer for question number 10. Sean Wicked Finger Sears or Julie the Bulldog Crossley.
Oh, Rachel's seen it. The falling play happens. Surprising. And Jasper likes this game. He's coming for a game.
Hey. Right, so for this round of Family Fortunes, we're going to ask you 10 questions. All these questions are pulled direct from the Family Fortunes TV show, or Family Fuse. That's the American version of the same TV show. What we want you to do is name what you think the top answer to each question is going to be, as you would do in the show. Should we just explain exactly what the show is for the few people who haven't seen it?
Yeah.
So the way Family Fortunes works is when people are asked questions, it's based on a survey. So the show of surveys 100 people, and those 100 people answer whatever question they get asked.
Just anything that comes into the head.
Yeah, and then in the show, the contestants have to answer what they think the most popular answer to a question is. So, for example, if you said, I don't know, name a colour, then if you said blue and that's the top answer because the most people said blue, then you score.
Yeah.
It'll come clear when we come into the questions anyway. Let's start then with question number 1. So, we asked 100 people to name something that would be rude to ask a stranger. So put one answer down, just one guess. This one guess
might be on the board, it might not.
Yeah.
Think like the 100 people.
What you're aiming for is to attempt to get the top answer. That will score you the most points. Top answer will score you 5 points.
And it goes down all the way to 1 point, and then if you're not on 1 point, you don't get any points.
Yeah, if you don't get any points for a question, we actually want to know what you guessed.
Yeah.
Because, it's probably quite bizarre. So, question 1 was, we asked 100 people to name something that would be rude to ask a stranger. Move on to question 2.
So, question number 2, we asked 100 people, name something people prefer to do with music on. So top answer, what do people prefer to do with music on? Imagine you're there, stood head to head versus someone. What would you say? Something you prefer to do with music on?
Yeah, so what the question's asking is, out of those 100 people, what do you think most people would have said?
Yeah.
So name something people prefer to do with music on.
Question number 3. Again, same 100 people. We want them to name something people run across their lips. So name something that people run across their lips. And that just means like put on your lips, like something that goes across your lips.
Yeah. It might not be the same 100 people. I've pulled this from random episodes of a UK and US game show. We haven't asked 100 people, you see. Or have we?
Well, not 100 people to ask unless they stand in the queue, like B&Q.
I've just been out breaking lockdown, going round asking people what they run across their lips. So question 3 then was, we asked 100 people to name something people run across their lips. We're looking for the top answer.
Question 4.
Go on, you say.
We asked 100 people to name something with white balls. So we want something that's got white balls.
Question number 5. We asked 100 people to name something that's hard to do with your eyes open. So 100 people were asked, name something that's hard to do with your eyes open. Don't know if you can pick up on the camera, you can hear kids screaming outside.
Question number 6. We want you to name a reason a person might wake up in the middle of the night. So a reason that someone might wake up in the middle of the night.
So 100 people were asked, either by Family Fortunes or by Family Feud, to name a reason a person might wake up in the middle of the night. And we're looking for the top answer. Top answer scores you 5 points. A reason a person might wake up in the middle of the night. Question 7. We asked 100 people to name a reason you might be late for work. So 100 people asked to name a reason they might be late for work. We want the top answer.
Number 8. We want you to name a type of gun that doesn't shoot bullets. So 100 people were asked to name a type of gun that doesn't shoot bullets. Question number 9. 100 people were asked, after you take a selfie, who might you send it to? So after you take a selfie, who might you send it to?
So you take a selfie, who's the first person that selfie gets sent to? 100 people were asked.
And finally, question 10 for this round. We want you to name a reason a person might be running. So we asked 100 people and we wanted them to name a reason why a person might be running. I haven't quite yet told you what it is.
No.
To see, and then we'll go through the answers to the Family Fortunes as well. So, sports round. Question number 1. What sport do teams compete to win the Stanley Cup? And the answer is ice hockey. Question number 2. Which English football team are nicknamed the Trotters?
And the Trotters are Bolton Wanderers.
Question number 3. Which of the following is not a real sport? So the one that isn't a real sport is hand rounders.
So the other 2 sports I've watched a little bit of this week.
They are real.
Yeah, chess boxing. It is real.
It is, as you think.
Yeah. So it's two guys kitted up for boxing. What they do, they have a full round of chess. And if there's no winner in that game of chess, I think it's after 3 minutes of it, like a boxing round, it gets stopped. They put the chess table away. Then they have a proper boxing round for 3 minutes. Then once they're done hitting people in the face, hitting each other in the face, they then get the table back out and carry on with chess.
Madness.
And yeah, foot golf is real as well. You can actually play. That was a course in Bolton somewhere for foot golf.
Nice. Question number 4. Maximum amount of horses in the Grand National is 40. Question 5. You've seen a stadium shown before, and we wanted to know what the name of the stadium was. And it was Man City Stadium, or it was the Etihad, or the City of Manchester Stadium.
Yeah, so the stadium goes by two names. It's either the Etihad Stadium, or when it was first made, it was the City of Manchester Stadium. Either of those are good for the points, and just Manchester City will do as well. How many events are in a decathlon? I didn't know this was a maths question, but there's 10 events.
Yeah, dec means 10.
So 100 metre sprint, long jump, shot put, high jump, 400 metre sprint, 110 metre hurdles, discus, pole vault, javelin, 1500 metre run. Exhausting events. Question 7. Who did France beat 4-2 in the World Cup 2018 final? That was Croatia.
Yeah, my sweepstake team, Croatia.
Did you win for that? For getting
Yeah.
the final, did you? By what name is professional wrestler Mark Calloway better known as? Is he Undertaker? A few people might have got that. They just guessed the first wrestler that comes to their head. You never know. Question 9. Living in the past. Stixie Dean. Here we go for question number 10. So USARPS is actually Extreme Rock Paper Scissors. That's how boring the lockdown's been.
USA Rock Paper Scissors.
Yeah, I'm watching people professionally play rock paper scissors. So yeah, that's what the contest is. We're about to see who wins this final and who's going to take away £50,000 or dollars.
You're backing either Julie the Bulldog Crossley or Sean Wickerfingers Sears. So let's see how they get on.
Before we do, I'm going to move us out the way.
The bout we've been waiting for. Here we go. Sears throws a textbook paper to jump ahead. Julie, though, slowed the pace, which should work to her advantage.
Wicked Fingers has now won 13 straight throws, an 8,000 to 1 long shot.
And a scissors tie. Though Julie's weak scissors are evidence fatigue is now a fact.
Oh, we've all had weak scissors at some point in our lives.
And that tie breaks Sears' perfect streak. And a slick paper gives Sean the first set. His left hand has been absolutely unstoppable. Julie looks a little defeated there. Her husband hasn't given up, though. Let's see how she responds. Julie stops the bleeding with scissors, ironically enough.
Finally, Sean's left hand takes a hit. He's still stoic as Julie looks to tie this match up.
But no, Sean shatters her weak scissors. He's now one throw away from the title, $50,000, and another reason for New Englanders to think they're the greatest. Julie must win this throw to keep the dream alive. She pushes the tempo and wins with scissors. What guts she showed right there.
It's 2 out of 3 for 50,000.
Here comes the biggest moment of anyone's life.
Ready. Engage.
And Julie takes the lead with yet another scissors. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. The Bulldogs completely turned this match around, and now it's she one throw from taking it home.
I think I'm going to faint.
Take a deep breath, Roche. Sears wins with paper. He knew she would throw fourth scissors. It's going to come down to one final throw, one decision worth $50,000.
It is 1-1. One set apiece. One throw for $50,000 and the title. Are you ready? Are you ready? One throw. This is it. Nice and clean. Engage.
And there it is. The champion around the world. Sean Wicked Fingers Sears is the 2008 USA RPS League champion. What a match. Julie lived with the scissors and she died with the scissors. The crowd's in shock here as this night belongs to Sean Sears. perfect pressure-packed throw to take home the top.
So that was Sean Wicked Fingers Sears coming out on top there.
That gets you 10 points.
10 points for that one. Unfortunately, nothing if you back Julie.
Yeah.
So if you got Sean, that was 10 points. So that round was out of 19 points in total. So let us know what you got. So round 4 then is all about family fortunes. So we're going to show you the top 5 questions. The top answer gets 5 points, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. And if your answer's not on the board, you don't get any points, I'm afraid. But if you don't get any points, let us know what you put. Because obviously it's going to be quite obscure.
It's going to be a weird answer if it's not in the top 5, isn't it?
Ian's not a cheat. Honest Ian.
So name something that would be rude to ask a stranger. The top answer was to ask a stranger, how old are you? who does that? We'll try it next time we're queuing in the Asda. Just tap. Well, we can't tap, can we?
Oi.
Yeah, we'll just shout oi to pay front us and go, how old are you?
Yeah. Or, what's your weight?
Yeah, I'll ask that as well.
Third most popular answer was...
Yeah, at the counter, when we're getting served by the cashier, I'll ask, can I borrow some money? Question 4, when we're walking Jasper and we see someone, we'll ask them, can I get your number? So top answer was, how old are you? You're going to get 5 points if that's what you said. If you said what do you weigh, that'll get you 4 points. Can I borrow some money? We'll get you 3 points. Can I get your number? We'll get you 2 points. And if you ask someone, or a stranger,
are you married?
That'll get you 1 point.
Anything else that you put and's not on the board, you don't get any points for, but let us know what you put.
These are all my best lines to the house. So if you did have an answer that was not in that top 5, just post that in the comments for us.
Question number 2. We asked 100 people to name something that people prefer to do with music on. Top answer for 5 points was to dance.
Well, yeah. Not many people dance to no music, do they?
No. Second answer was sing for 4 points.
Oh, you could do a bit of a cappella.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Most people prefer the music on. Answer number 3 for 3 points was clean.
Yeah.
So clean the house, housework, anything like that.
Cleaning's a little less crap, isn't it, with a bit of music on. Number 4, workout.
And number 5 was cook for 1 point.
Yeah, that's true, because whenever you start cooking, I'll just hear, Alexa.
So remember, if you didn't get anything on the board, let us know what you put. So question number 3 was name something people run across their lips. So top answer for 5 points was lipstick. Oh, iron. Paul and Kay said iron. I suppose that house...
What would iron come under?
Cleaning.
They're unlucky, really.
Yeah.
Again, I never made this question up. These were the 5 answers that was actually on the show, so that's what we're going to go with, but it's unlucky, that.
So question number 3, run across the lips. Top answer for 5 marks was lipstick. Next answer for 4 marks was Vaseline or lip balm or something like that. Number 3 was your tongue for 3 points.
Alright then, after a bit of pressure, if you said ironing, we can class that as cleaning.
I would have classed that as cleaning, but you were like...
Alright, yeah, okay. If you said iron, then you get 3 points. So give yourself 3 points if you said iron.
Number 4 for 2 points was food or drink, so any type of food or drink on your lips.
I often rub it across your lips.
Rubbing that steak on your lips.
Yeah.
And final one for 1 point was a cigarette or a cigar, same thing, often just rub it around your lips. And if you put something that's not on there, let us know, because you don't get any points for that one, I'm afraid.
Question 4. Name something with white balls. Golf. That was the top answer. Golf, use white balls. That should be the first thing people thought of.
Yeah.
The second answer was snooker.
Snooker or pool, same thing.
Yeah, pool, snooker, yeah.
Question number 3.
I'll also allow foot golf for the top answer. Ping pong.
Ping pong. Question number 4. For 2 points, beer pong. And the final one for 1 point.
Which is just weird. Who said a snowman?
Well, Grio said the snowman.
Oh, okay. Well,
So 1 point, Grio.
well done,
Well
you get a point. Snowman with white balls.
You can't have a white rabbit.
Let's not go there. Question 5. Name something that's hard to do with your eyes open. It's quite hard to sleep with your eyes open.
So 5 points for sleep.
4 points for kiss.
Bit weird. Kiss with your eyes open.
It's quite creepy if you keep your eyes open. People generally don't do it.
3 points is for meditation or meditate.
4, daydream. Just stretch it there. You can daydream your eyes open, can't you? But
That's what we said.
that's what the survey said. And question 5, it's hard to pray with your eyes open.
For 1 point. If you got anything different, let us know. Unfortunately, you don't get any points. But it's interesting to see what people got.
Rachel said snowman. A lot of people thought snowman.
Yeah. Sneezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Again,
think it's impossible.
it wasn't in the survey, but it probably is impossible, isn't it? Or you, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed me the trick there. I agree with sneeze.
Yeah. But I said sleep. My top answer.
Yeah. Although I think some people can sleep with their eyes open. I'm sure it happens, but it's very, very rare.
Anyway.
Sleep's the top answer, of course.
Question number 6. Name a reason people wake up in the middle of the night. So often, I'll get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. 5 points.
It's hard to count with your eyes open.
Next one. 4 points. Something to do with a baby waking up or a child waking up. That's why I might get up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, just kids in general. You'll get that point for that one.
Number 3, for 3 points, you might have a nightmare. Number 4, for 2 points, you might have heard a noise.
Shit.
And number 5, for 1 point, you might be hungry or thirsty. Not quite sure you'd be hungry, but thirsty, yeah.
That's funny. Just wake up, you can see the frying pan going downstairs. I'm just cooking.
So if you didn't get anything on that board there, let us know.
Question 7 was to name a reason people could be late for work. Top answer was traffic. Second most common reason people are late for work is they overslept. Then the third answer was car troubles. Fourth answer is blaming public transport. And the last answer, kids. Just kids.
Just general.
Why are you late? I've got kids, alright?
So if you didn't get something on that board, let us know. Otherwise, give yourself your points. Question number 8. So we wanted you to name a gun that doesn't fire bullets. So top answer for 5 points was a nail gun. Next answer for 4 points was a water gun. Next answer for 3 points.
Oh my, get the super soaker now.
No, we got
Do
that.
the proper with the pump.
Yeah. Was a BB gun for 3 points. 2 points was a stun gun. And 1 point, the good old fashioned potato gun.
They were crap, really, weren't they?
I liked our potato gun.
Like, what was the point? When you shoot someone, they wouldn't even know they've been hit.
Just get a bit of potato in
yeah,
there.
it just creates mess. They were a pain to load. Like that in a potato.
Okay, question number 9. Hang on, my mum said a starter gun. It's good, but it's not quite right.
What's a starter gun?
You like when you start a race?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What do they have in them? Is it a bullet or is it black? No, it's not a bullet, is it a blank?
Firing bullets in
Fucking
the air.
hell. Is it a blank?
Yeah,
like
it should be a blank, yeah.
If you took a selfie, who might you send it to? Top answer for that is your partner, spouse, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah, glue gun's a good shout as well, but unfortunately it's not at the top. And yeah, Carl, I do remember getting the red 50p shop spud gun, which I probably got fired in the face with.
So for question 8, if nail gun was the top answer, the 100 people we would ask were just violent people. Because they've just
it's full of DIY.
All of DIY, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, number 9, 5 points for partner or spouse. 4 points, send your selfie to a friend. 3 points, send your selfie to a parent. 2 points, send your selfie to social media. And then 1 point, sending your selfie to a stranger. Can only imagine they're referring to things like Tinder.
Maybe, yeah, because that'll be a stranger, won't it?
Yeah.
You could use it once you've spoke to a stranger and you've asked them, Joe, what's your way? You then just send your selfie. Last one of the round then. Name a reason someone might be running. The top reason is for exercise. That's what a lot of people are doing now. You can't move in that canal at the moment.
4 points, catching a bus or a train.
Which is always funny.
Yeah.
It's funny when you see someone legging it who is not kitted up for running whatsoever and you wonder what's going on, and then you can see
the bus going.
Yeah.
3 points is the running for a sport or a game, so they're just running because that's what they're doing.
Yeah, so if you're looking at a football pitch and someone's running, but the chances are it's football. Question 4 is they're chasing someone. Oh, question 4, that was answer 4 even. And answer 5, running away from the police.
Yeah. So running away from the police, 1 point. If you didn't get anything on that board, let us know, because we'd love to know who you're running from.
Oh, there we go, some scores are coming in anyway.
And then, total your scores up, there's actually 50 for that round, because you guys got 5 points in each question.
Hope you enjoyed this week's lockdown quiz. We'll be back again next Saturday at 8 o'clock for another lockdown quiz. Hope to see you again. Please like, comment and subscribe to this video. Bye for now.